Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about a movie coming to Netflix called The Prom. Now this is going to hit Netflix on December 11th, next Friday, and I've got to tell you guys, it is just a pure joy to watch. It's based on a musical, one that now I'm determined to see when the world opens back up. And honestly, I just can't wait to watch this movie again and again and again and again. So I'm going to talk to you about it. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay, so The Prom is about a teenager named Emma who happens to be a lesbian. Well, this small town in Indiana does not like that, and the PTA decides, since they feel like they're going to get legal repercussions for not letting her come to prom or bring a girl as a date to prom, instead they are just going to cancel prom. Of course, her fellow teenagers are not cool with this idea, so that creates even more of a problem with her at school than she was already having. Now, some down on their luck Broadway stars have decided that in order to rejuvenate themselves and their popularity, they are going to make Emma their cause, and they are going to take off and go to Indiana to do so. Now, these Broadway stars are played by James Corden. He plays Barry, and Meryl Streep, who's amazing, by the way. She plays Dee Dee Allen. And then Nicole Kidman plays Angie, and Andrew Rannells plays Trent. Now, these four end up finding their way to Indiana, and they burst into the PTA meeting and end up making things even worse for Emma. Listen, things don't go according to plan, and I don't want to give away too much of this movie for those of you who don't know the story, but I've got to say it's just absolutely such a good story with lessons of inclusion, embracing yourself and who you are, not being afraid to show the world who you are, and so many other things like that. It's long. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes, but here's the thing. It doesn't feel long. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, when is this going to end? I was sucked into this world of music and wonder. And I mean, yes, they're over the top musical numbers. I mean, it's Ryan Murphy. It's directed by Ryan Murphy, I should say. And it feels like something that's been directed by Ryan Murphy, right? You've got the Glee vibes, serious Glee vibes, of course, like I said, with over the top numbers. But they're absolutely amazing and so much fun to watch. If I had to nitpick anything, I would say, it does get a little, it is long, right? Like I said, it doesn't feel long, but they could have easily cut out 20 to 30 minutes. Now, I understand that this is based off the musical. I have not seen the musical, so I'm not sure if any parts were changed or elongated from the musical. And maybe it's hard to say because there are a few scenes I feel like they could have cut. There's one scene in particular. Now, I adore Nicole Kidman. I love her and everything she does. I think she's absolutely phenomenal. I just watched The Undoing. Stay tuned for a review of that very soon, probably a little later today. And she's just amazing. But she does this Roxy Hart type number, which is from Chicago, if you don't know. And it just was weird for me. It didn't work. It just really didn't. I don't know. I liked the words of the song, but something about the whole number just really didn't work for me, unfortunately. Of course, I loved the jazz hands, though. Who doesn't love jazz hands? But just overall, it's so good. So Emma has this girlfriend who's afraid to come out. They've been together a year and a half. And she's afraid to come out, and especially because of who her mother is, which, again, I don't want to ruin it for you, although you do see it very early on. This movie, it's so great because there's so many different stories being told. The story of Barry is just incredible. James Corden just kills it in this role. He kills it. Listen, he made me tear up so many times. He gives such a heartfelt performance, and I love him. Of course, Meryl Streep, you can't say anything wrong about her. She's amazing. She does a phenomenal job as Dee Dee Allen. I absolutely love her. She's a bit of a narcissist, just a bit of a narcissist, but she does a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job in that role. Keegan-Michael Key, oh my gosh, I just recently saw him in Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. If you haven't seen that yet, you need to. Jingle Jangle is phenomenal. Also on Netflix. It's on Netflix now, actually. Great holiday film. Or film really for any time. But Keegan-Michael Key, he plays the villain in that one. In this one, he's the principal who, from the very beginning, is standing up for Emma and saying, we need to have an inclusive prom. And I think he's amazing in this role. He's so good. He's one of the standout characters. I absolutely loved him in this. And I kind of love where his character goes, and I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it, although it seems a bit obvious from the beginning. I was a huge fan of it. I thought he was phenomenal. Jo Ellen Pellman, she plays Emma. She does a fantastic job. I don't know her from anything. I looked her up and everything that she's been in, I've not seen, but she's amazing. And like, listen, she's going to do great, phenomenal things. I think she's fantastic. Same with Ariana DeBose. She plays Alyssa Green, who is Emma's girlfriend who doesn't want to come out or is afraid to come out. And man, she's just absolutely phenomenal. She has a couple of solo songs that just really hit you in the gut. And both these two, there were several moments where I just wanted to reach through the screen and hug them both. Like, as a mom, as a parent, and I've said this before in a lot of reviews, especially as of late, I feel like I need my kids to know. I don't just want them to know. I need my girls to know that no matter who they are, no matter who they love, no matter what, I am going to love them and I'm going to support them 100%. I am in their corner, to the ends of the earth, till my dying day with my dying breath. I am there for them, and I need them to know that they can be who they are, to me. And unfortunately, that's not what. In the real world, there's parents who don't think that way. In this, there's also parents who don't think that way as well. But man, this is such an important story. It's one that we need in 2020 because it's funny and it's fun. And there's this one song, Love Thy Neighbor, that I just adore. Pokes fun of people who, this is going to sound really bad, but it's true. The people that cherry pick the Bible, it pokes at them a little bit, saying that, love thy neighbor is the one that trumps them all. And I actually really love that song. It's performed by Trent. It's one of my favorite scenes of the entire movie, really. The ending scene, the final scene where you see just a lot of people who are extras in the movie, but just different couples, right? And different people just embracing who they are is amazing. It definitely brought tears to my eyes. And there's a moment in this where I cried. Like, I teared up a lot, but there's a moment where I cried. There's about half an hour left in the movie when that part happens. I don't want to ruin it, but if you guys are watching it, pay attention to the time marker, because it's about 30 minutes left where I started to really lose it. It's just, The Prom is way more than worth a watch. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's near perfect. If I had to nitpick, I'd say it goes on a little too long, but that's true Ryan Murphy, isn't it? I mean, his stuff always goes on just a little too long, but then it catches back up and solves itself in the end, so you really don't have to worry about it. It's so great. I give it a 4.5 out of 5, and that's just because I'm nitpicking, but really it's amazing. It's visually stunning. It's awesome to watch. The musical numbers are addicting and memorable, and they get stuck in your head, and I'm totally going to listen to the soundtrack over and over, and I'm going to watch this movie over and over and over. It is a great movie for teens and tweens. My kids are 7, almost 8, and 9, and I am 100% going to let them watch this. There's really not anything bad in it, except for during that one song, Love Thy Neighbor, but I think both that stuff's going to go over their heads. I really don't think it's anything that they'll like stick to, but it's just worth a watch. I can't say enough good things about this. It's so good. The acting is amazing. I mean, almost every single person is completely on par. To the background people, right? The people that are just extras, the people that are just dancing in the background, they're amazing. Every single person comes together. Every single thing comes together to make this puzzle whole, and it is just such a joy to watch, and something we truly needed in 2020 after this horrible year. Broadway has closed its doors, so this is a way we can get our musical fix. It's great, and it's now on my list of musicals to see in person when the world opens back up. The Prom hits Netflix on December 11th. You guys do not want to miss this one. Trust me. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. As always, you can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. Bye.